To the weekly outlook. We start from Euro USD. So on the monthly, we are sitting at support right there, and right now we are sitting at this support level, which was a previous resistance here that we broke. Now we might. Right now the monthly is pushing down. However, there's still two weeks to finish this month up, so we can see that this this level is holding on the previous 2 months. So we cannot know for sure what was gonna happen. But right now the structure, let's see at the weekly structure is looking bearish. We have lower highs and lower lows here, but right now we have a solid consolidation here. On the weekly, previous weekly, we went down. On the daily, we can see we were thinking that this level will hold, but at the end we broke this level, uh, and now we move. Price moved until this support, but still we can mark this. Like this. Okay. And yeah, this level is good, and we can mark 50% of this zone, more or less like this. Yeah, this would be a good level. So previous week we bounce here, and this support couldn't hold in pink, so now we move until this support in the 4 hour. Yeah, this might be the range that we can see now. So far, this previous weekly candle engulfs the previous week. So this week we might continue down until the end of this zone, probably, to test again this support, or we might get to this price at the end of this zone, and then from here bounce again up. But right now, yeah, the bias is down, so we should look for shorts. We have a cross on the 50 EMA and 14 EMA on the daily here. Um, so what price could do right now is reject this support level, go back to the pink area, and then reject it again, continue down, or enter in a consolidation. It's not very clear, not looking very obvious. Yeah, right now the bias is shorts, but not for a long time. We will see. It's not really clear what price will do for sure. Based on the weekly, we will keep going down until the end of this zone. That's as far as I can tell with a bit of certainty. GBP USD, we are heading up on the monthly. This is a zone. So the wick is very clear. We are rejecting this. This monthly is heading up. So We are heading up on the monthly time frame. Okay, and let's see on the weekly. So previous weekly we closed as a pin bar. This week was a little bit messy because we had this. We can see it better on the 4 hour. We had the Brexit vote, which reversed completely this bearish. So price moved down during the day and just before the vote, and when the vote was rejected, this was favorable for the GBP, indeed. So then we moved up until this point, this resistance area right there. So what we can say is daily, last Friday we closed bearish, very bearish here. So what we can expect is that price will has rejected this level and is gonna move down to test this support area right there, 1.28, almost 1. Yeah, 1.28 is a key level on this market. Now we can say that during this next week we are gonna test this level is gonna be tested, and we have to wait until price sit at this area right there and see if this holds or we bounce back up. So far, looking at the higher time frames, we are heading up for sure. So I would wait till price comes to 1.28 and then we see, but we expect to bounce and continue up from this liquidity area right here. Yeah, this area holds a lot of liquidity on the daily, and on the 4 hour, yeah, we can. Yeah, I would wait for this. Probably price would move up during Monday, Tuesday. Yeah, early this week we'll make a double top and we will come down here, retest this 200 EMA, and then hopefully, if the higher time frames hold, the bias hold, we are good to enter buys at this level. So the bias is up for GBP USD and so far down for Euro USD. And with gold, with previous weekly, we closed bearish after these previous two rejections here at the key resistance. So if we see the monthly, it's clear we are heading up. So the bias is up even though we closed bearish last week. But if you look, guys, at my previous analysis, my previous and first video for analysis of gold, you would see that yeah, the analysis play out perfectly, indeed. In fact, what gold did last week was what we expected to, exactly what we forecast. We were in this consolidation, this wedge going up, and by end of the week, Friday, we start to consolidate in a narrow range, and we broke this until support. So yeah, that was the clear move that we predicted. But so far we are consolidating here and heading down to test a key support level. Probably the first one is this one. I'm gonna narrow down the zones and try to make it as accurate as possible for you. So this is what we have on the weekly time frame. Let's see, we have these two right here right now, and let me see how this looks on the daily. So we are sitting at, yeah, this level actually is 112.80, 81. We have range to move to this level right here, more or less, yeah. And we rejected 112.90 level. Yeah, so that's what gold did last week, and due to strength of dollar, of USD, we are heading down. If USD JPY continues moving up, you know that this market will continue heading down and breaking support levels. So if we want to, yeah, continue with that bias, we have to look for a possible break of this key area right here and a move up to this area right here. So I will map out this as possible TP area. If we enter shorts after breaking this key support, if gold continues down, yeah, we can target this as target profit area. But still we can bounce from this area again, going up and retest, because there's no retest here on the 4-hour. It hasn't been done. So what I would do is I would wait for gold to grab liquidity. If we go to the lower time frames, we can anticipate that we can even move up here. There's orders gathered here on this area. That it has been, price has touched this, retest this on the lower time frames, but however this can hold still a little bit of liquidity here, so we can keep this in mind and wait for price to come here and start to show signs of exhaustion on this area on the lower time frames, and then execute the shorts from that. TP right here again, and we can maybe left 1 or 2 positions running. If we enter 3 positions here, we can enter 3 cells, then TP here, and then or the 2 here, and then let 1 position left running, swinging until this area or whatever. Yeah, that's what I see so far on gold. We are rejecting their key major resistance. Yeah, so potentially the next week on Monday there will be not much movement. Again, the market is setting up for big moves, but gold after this, this is very clear. Price is really bouncing off this key resistance, so we can, yeah, expect to hit this and lower. Even if we go low, we can map out another zone, but this is in confluence with this weekly bullish candle, 50% of this candle, so we can expect some rejection from here. If we manage to get in here at this point, price will have to bounce and maybe retest this area again. So, but that's for a long-term perspective. So let's recap. What do we see here on euro? Just in case, euro down, which will be in confluence with gold that I just mentioned. Euro down, gold down, and GBP USD is always a little bit tricky. We actually didn't expect a move up on the previous week. Um, as I said, uh, mm, with Brexit, we cannot know for sure what's gonna happen. But so far, I would follow what the higher time frames are telling me, which are telling me buy, clear buy. So GBP USD up, Euro down, and gold down. That's what I see so far. So I hope it helps. This was a quick, very quick analysis, but hopefully it helps. Thanks.